You ride east at dawn, the old horse's breath steaming in the cold air. 30 miles of open plains stretch before you, a kind of silence you've come to love. But today it feels heavier. Every hoofbeat is a reminder. Sarah should have written, she always writes. The village rises out of the horizon like a mirage. A cluster of glass towers grafted onto the bones of an old American town. Neon veins crawl over brick facadas. Drones hover lazily above, watching with insect patience. You tie your horse outside a cafe. Inside, the smell of synthetic coffee greets you, too perfect, like a memory played back through a filter. The patrons sit in tidy rows, each with shimmering ecolins over their eyes. They laugh at something invisible, all at once, the sound landing in perfect unison, not a second too early, not a second too late. You watch a man at the counter. He lifts his cup, pauses, sips, and sets it down. At that same instant, 3 other people across the room do exactly the same, not similar, identical. A soldier knows the look of drilled synchronization, but these aren't soldiers, these are ordinary people. You clear your throat and ask the barista about Sarah. He doesn't look up from his glowing lens. He simply smiles, repeating in a flat voice, "Mike, you don't have a daughter." You laugh, a short, sharp bark of disbelief. "Yeah, I do," you insist. Sarah Donovan, tall, dark hair, talks too fast when she's excited, writes for the Chronicle. The barista smile doesn't waver. He repeats the same line, word for word. "Mike, you don't have a daughter." You leave the cafe with the taste of cold synthetic coffee on your tongue and dread curling in your stomach. Outside, the sidewalks are full again. You stand at the corner and watch. At 12 o'clock noon, every wristband blinks. The crowd pauses, then surges forward in perfect rhythm, like a tide that obeys the moon. That night, back at the ranch, you sit in the dark with your radio. The old decoder is still warm from yesterday. You twist the knobs again. The pulse is there. Steady, mechanical, too precise to be random. You start scribbling in your notebook, marking the intervals like you once marked artillery fire. And that is when you notice it. The rhythm of the pulse matches the movements you saw in the village. When the signal spikes, people laugh. When it dips, they pause. A thought slides in, unwelcome, impossible. They're not hypnotized. They're being modeled. Their choices aren't stolen. They're being predicted. Predicted so well that it feels like control. You almost slam the notebook shut, as if the act of writing it down might alert the system to your suspicion. Old soldier instincts tell you, stay quiet, blend in, survive. But another voice rises, deeper, more personal. Sarah's voice, broken by static, whispering from the night before. They know. They're watching. From above. You can't ignore it, not now. You light a lantern, the flame flickering against the old wood of your cabin. You study your notes, the pulse, the routines, the laughter, the vanished email. You sketch the pattern of the signal, the peaks and troughs. It looks like a heartbeat, or a countdown. You think of your daughter, alone in that perfect, hollow city. And for the first time in years, the old soldier in you stirs awake. The world believes everything is fine, that ELYSIUM is a tool, a guardian, a friend. But you've seen the cracks in the routine. You've heard the voices in the static. And deep down, you know what Sarah knows. Something else is speaking through the system. And it isn't human. You close the notebook, shove it into your pack, and glance out the window. The horizon pulses again, faint but deliberate, as if the sky itself is watching. Tomorrow you'll ride deeper into the machine. Tomorrow the search begins.